Now, this is a long video, and I apologize, but I hope some of you watch the whole video and then leave a comment below. And actually, I was rendering the video and I had forgotten this comment from today. So I'll start it with this. Vince Taschiati. Too much time has passed for me to want to rate the songs by Led Zeppelin. The albums are what they are, and I just put them on and let them play. Why get over objective on a band that hasn't recorded in the past 40 years? Why click on a video that says Led Zeppelin's in through the outdoor review if you're not interested in it? This is what bugs me about YouTube and drives me crazy. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. It's time for Bad Grammar 60. And this is where I save up some of the comments that I've received. Some 2 or 3 or 4 nice ones, and then the rest are, criticizing one of my videos or whatever. And so I hope you enjoy Bad Grammar 60. Here we go. So you'll see me, depending on the comment, you'll see me moving myself to make room for the comment. So the first 2 or 3 are actually very nice comments, and I just wanted to, because I think anytime I post something, a negative comment, somebody will say, "Don't let it get to you, Larry." And for the most part, it does. I just enjoy, a lot of comments I ignore. I don't even respond to them. I sometimes just delete them. I block the person if it's really nasty. But I also save some comments because this is a series that's been fun to do over the years. And so here's the first comment, which is nice. From Mark Moe. I've been going through a difficult time lately. Recently lost my father and my mother and my brother, my only sibling before that. All 3 of them within the last couple of years. So there has been a lot of deep sadness in my life recently, all while dealing with severe chronic pain and being diagnosed with congestive heart failure following 3 heart attacks last year and the early part of this year. It has sometimes seemed like just too much to bear. I'm not sharing all of this in order to seek pity, but to let you know that while all of this has been going on, you and your videos have been there to bring a smile to my face. Sometimes when it seems that nothing could possibly make me smile. Watching your videos doesn't make everything okay, but sometimes they take the edge off, especially tough days for a little while, and that is very valuable to me. So what you're doing to entertain us does make a difference, and you are touching people's lives in various ways and in varying degrees. Just a wee little bit can make a big difference. Sorry this comment is so long, but this particular video seemed to present a good opportunity and place to thank you. May you continue to provide high quality entertainment for many, many more years to come. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. And, I suffer with chronic pain myself, but, I'm not comparing my pain to anybody else's pain because I know there's people out there that go through way worse things than I do. So when I do bring up my chronic pain, I'm just letting people know. And there's times I do some of these silly comedy videos, and sometimes they get a good views and comments, and other times they just kind of don't do too well. And I sometimes I just have to realize, people like Mark Moe, it's like I'm doing it to make me laugh and then hopefully make others laugh too. And so who cares at the end of the day about the views or the comments? I really shouldn't let things like that get to me, but I'm a human being, sort of. And I've had, that's why over the years on YouTube, this is going to be a long video. Over the years on YouTube, you know, I've had my share of bad comments like, I'm an idiot, you're weird, you're ugly, and none of it affects me. When I started YouTube, obviously it did, but after, a couple of years, it's like, whatever. uh, so yeah. So I do know that there are people that watch. I mean, sometimes they don't leave comments, but I know they're out there. And I just want to thank everybody that does watch my videos. And if you can leave a comment or at least a like, I would appreciate it. But if you're just watching, thank you. Before we get to the bad comments. Hello, Larry. I just blurred out his name for whatever reason. I've been watching your channel for many years, probably since like 2017 or so. You have always been the channel I go to when I'm stressed because your content relaxes me. Your sense of humor, your topics, that classic living room, it all makes me feel comforted. I just wanted to thank you for the constant content. You're the channel I turn to when I'm feeling down and want to listen to takes on music. Thank you again for the consistent content and trying to put a smile on everyone's face daily. Thank you. Thank you, blurred name. uh, yeah, like I'm like everybody else. I have, I get sad and whatever. I wouldn't say depressed. That's maybe going a bit too far, but I get sad and upset and just like everybody else. But when I do videos, I want to do them. And so I think people can see that, that I'm not faking a smile or anything. It's one of the things that really keeps me going is having my YouTube career. So move myself up here. Okay, so now we get into I think these are the kind of comments that bug me. They're the ones that get to me, not the ones that say your video sucks. I don't care about those. Todd Jones. I don't mean to be condescending. And as soon as somebody says, I don't mean to be rude, or I don't mean to hurt you, or I don't mean to be condescending, they're going to be condescending or hurtful. But it's unbelievable that you would put Tomato, the Yes album, which even the band members universally admit is a weak effort, ahead of Tails and the Yes album, let alone Close to the Edge. Close to the Edge is regarded not just by Yes fans as the greatest prog album of all time. I think your nostalgia for a time in your life has gotten in the way of a sober assignment. Tomato was my first tour, and I had an initial love of it because I heard the songs live before the album was released. An unheard of promotional sequence that reveals the band's own feelings about its quality. In any case, when I finally bought it and dropped the needle, all the deficiencies, songwriting, production, sounds, continuity, etc., became apparent. Over the decades, I've given it fresh critical listening sessions on headphones, the remastered version, and it only solidified my initial opinion. Of course, all of this is subjective, and you clearly love Yes, but it seems to me you have to take into account the influence Close to the Edge had on other bands, not to mention individual musicians, including me. Tomato had no such effect on the world. I don't care. In fact, it was quickly forgotten and even somewhat brushed under the rug by both fans and band alike. There's a reason for that, and I think your nostalgia is blinding you to it. See, this is his opinion, and first of all, that might have been an older review because my favorite Yes album is Tales from Topographic Oceans. And when I was ranking all of the Yes albums, I think Tomato was maybe in the top 10, but it wasn't at the top or near the top. But I still love the album. And, I don't care what others, all this other crap about other musicians and how influential Close to the Edge was. I don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me. I'm just reviewing what I like and don't like. And I love Close to the Edge. See, that's the stuff that irks me. Condescending comments like that. Now, this is when I was doing one of those interviews. This was with Tucker Carlson, uh, where I put myself in, and Tucker is looks like he's interviewing me, right? So this guy wrote total 100% BS, and I responded, yes, it is. And then he came back. Number one, he's not Polish, and number two, Tucker Carlson, you are a pussy. What the F does Canada have to do with this? Just another lie, you shits. And then I just said, you have a wonderful sense of humor, because I was just doing a stupid comedy video. It had nothing to do with politics. It never does. Yeah, this just, a couple of years ago, I posted all of these albums with my songs that I used to do back in the day, some really stupid ones. And this one person ranked one of the albums that I made. And I just thought that was, that there's actually people out there that actually enjoy my stupid music. I enjoy it, but I realize it's probably god awful. It's just like somebody that goes to karaoke thinking they're a great singer and they really suck. I realize that. My music probably does suck. 99% of a chance it does. But I like it, and some of my viewers do too. I don't agree if people are strange being number 13, though. I promise there's not too many more nice comments. Warm's warm. Hey, Studmuffin. Oh no, this is a bad comment. Yay! Hey, Studmuffin, you need to work on your presentation. I've been told that all my life, since I was born. Too slow. You take far too long to say anything. Very frustrating. I had to change the settings on this video to double speed just so I could watch it. Maybe have a cup of coffee or two before you take another one. Although this is tea. So a comment like that doesn't bother me at all. I just, I can't help being me. My viewers, I think, enjoy the fact that I'm just being myself. Yeah, this is someone talking about, I did a video, Pete Best and Ringo, and Bill McHugh says, Pete Best is labeled as the guy who put the beat in Beatles. He spent more hours live on stage than Ringo. Well, he's better than Ringo then. Pete released an album in 2008 that is better than a lot of later Beatles albums. Here, he brings the 60s into 2008. I never clicked on the link. I usually don't accept links on my videos, so I just, because I want people to stay on my channel, right? So I never watched it. I've seen Pete Best. I've met him, got his autograph. He seems very nice, and he's a decent drummer, but he's no Ringo Starr. I'm sorry. But, this person can believe what he wants to believe. Everybody has an opinion. This is when I was doing videos on reactions to singers like Paul McCartney and Bob Dylan, where I use my voice and Bon Jovi. John Bon Jovi. Don't say that every day. So this person didn't get the joke. Dude, they are trolling you, LOL. This is not Vince. And then I replied, dude, I am trolling you as I know it's not Vince, it's me. I'm funny. Steak medium rare. I don't understand the supersized respect for Frank Zappa. His music is boring. And yeah, this must have been a video on Frank Zappa. So I don't understand. I understand that some people aren't going to like Frank Zappa. They think his music's boring. But why do you have to go through the trouble of leaving a comment about it? Go watch something you enjoy. Don't get me mad. Now, this is on one of my Beatles videos, obviously. Joseph Hughes, LOL. How many people are trying to monetize the Beatles? It's absolutely amazing. So this is the formula. Talk about something you would have talked about when you were 12 years old and put ads on it. LOL. That's right. That's how I make my money on YouTube. Jeez. Finally, another nice comment. Cool. Take care, Larry. Thanks for your videos. I've had a very hard day today, but your lighthearted comedy videos made me feel better. I apologize. I didn't have the name in there. Yeah, so I'm going to do stupid comedy videos. And if some of you don't like them, just don't watch them. I'm going to keep doing them. And if you do like the comedy videos, then please leave a comment. It makes me want to do more and more and more. Nobody's going to leave a comment from now on. So I would get this sometimes, the two stacks, or you're in jail, or you're on a desert island, and you can only take, I think, 50 albums with you. Well, 2 or 3 people did not like that because this one person wrote, the point of these lists is that you can only take one or two albums with you. I'd take Roxy and Elsewhere by Frank Zappa and Live Scenes from a Memory by Dream Theater. It takes all the fun out of my video. I make the rules on my channel. Here we go again. Malcolm Colson. Ringo Starr was not even the best drummer in the Beatles, according to John Lennon. So was Paul McCartney a better drummer? And, this has been through I don't know if it's because of the internet or whatever, but John Lennon never said that. I forget. Some journalist said it or something, and it ended up, with rumors and all that it was stated by John Lennon. And it's silly because all of the Beatles loved Ringo's drumming. Yeah, and if you leave a comment, especially if you have a link, which I usually don't approve, except for the odd time, but I get these, and I guess other channels do constantly, but thankfully I have it, so they're blocked. I would have to approve them, and I always report them. And the thing is, this has been going on for like over a year, and YouTube still hasn't done anything about it. So if you see these, don't click on them because they're bad links, and you don't want to see nudity anyway, I tell you. And report them, just especially if it's on your channel. And there is a way to block words, but just do it. There's tutorials on YouTube for that. I don't have time for that right now. I'm doing a Bad Grammar 60 video. Now, this comment is, I remember, it's from the video where I said, I've got all of the Beatles, the whole Beatles discography, and, Love and Let It Be Naked, the BBC recordings, and a few others, the Beatles Christmas album. But I'm not a big collector of, bootlegs, and I don't need every little thing from the Beatles. I've got all their box sets that have come out. And so it's just mainly their Beatle years with their real albums and a few, like the BBC recordings. But this guy, I guess, collects a lot. And so he says, you seem to be not the Beatles fan like me and a lot of others. It's your call, Jim. It's like I'm supposed to answer to him, and I just ignored him. It's so my call is complete silence. Once in a blue moon, I will get a comment like this. I want my 3 minutes back, please. Or I've wasted 5 minutes of my life. Or, it's like, learn to turn the video off. If I see a video, I know within the first 30 seconds if I'm going to watch it or not. Charming anarchist. Jim Morrison was murdered. Any further questions? Nope. Moving on. Yeah, and on Twitter, I'm just, I guess I'm bragging. I like to brag. Yeah, Yoko Ono started to follow me on Twitter. Sean Lennon follows me on Twitter. I follow him. And he'll, I try not bother him, like constantly. But once in a blue moon, I'll tag him. And I wrote one time that Approximately Infinite Universe is one of my favorite, is in my top 10 double albums of all time. And he responded, really? Oh, that, he was happy about that. And then another time, yeah, And then recently I put thank you, Yoko. It was for Yoko Ono, but I tagged Sean too. Thank you, Yoko Ono. Your song Goodbye Sadness helped me through a very sad time in 2012. Music really does heal the pain. And Sean Ono Lennon liked my tweet. So that was nice. You know, there's a lot more positivity with what I do on YouTube and Twitter or whatever, but there's always going to be, the 5% of negativity and the trolls. I just spit. Missed my tea though. Uh, the trolls and the haters and everything, and uh, just and so that's why I also do I've said it through the years why I do these bad grammar videos. It's like whatever anybody comments on, either delete it, block them, respond with a thank you, so it kind of deflates their negativity. They usually never come back. I have responded uh, quite a few times over the years where I say thanks, have a great day, and they never bother me again. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed Bad Grammar 60. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.